Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got lead judges with me. 0-0 at home to bottom of the league, Burnley. It's not good enough.
Shocking. January, no wins, no cups, no signings, no chance. Simple as that.
Well, making signings, Lee, you spoke about signings there. I mean, I think they're trying to get this Vlahovic over the line. Does that, if we get him here, does that change anything? Does that get us fighting again?
Well, yeah, you can do. I've been trying to pull Pam Anderson for about 6 years, but no chance. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you've got to do it. You've got to do the job.
Yeah. And
that's what we ain't doing, you know. It's not just about signings today, is it? I looked at that today. You know, the club isn't run properly from on the pitch and off of it. It's clueless. It's clueless. You can make excuses what you want. People are going to be angry today, but you know you're playing Burnley at bottom of the league. Haven't played for 3 weeks, all tired and all that. I watched that today. No energy, no pace, no tempo. Same tactic of trying to get our two wide players in, which they'd sussed because obviously they've watched us in the last couple of games and realised that our two dangerous players are Martinelli and Saka. Just doubled them up there and no way to go through. And you know, how many more awful games of football am I going to have to watch? And who's to blame? You know what I mean? People keep going.
Yeah, that's the real question here. Who is to blame? Because obviously I saw you in December do a video on Arteta's 2 years in the job. We praised him a bit and obviously understood why some fans are on one side and on the other. But is it these inconsistent performances that are going to really push people on the side of, listen, he needs to leave?
Well, I don't know, but like, listen, with you, things you've got to look at it from a rational point of view without going too mad because you've just lost a game or you've not won a game or whatever. 3 or 4, let's go back, it ain't that long ago, to a shambolic performance at Everton.
Yeah.
Right? Not that long ago, right? You look at it and you go, right, what can you do? 3 or 4 results and you think, oh, things are going well.
That's what happened
and then we go on to another 3 or 4 poor performances and a shambolic performance like that today. So you're on a roundabout all the time. There's no progression. This manager, whether you like him or whether you don't, is at Arsenal Football Club and you've got to get more than 4 wins. And a run of 4 wins, you've got to get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and then you might have to have one bad game and then you've got to go again. But at this moment in time, you know, I've watched a poor performance against Liverpool, and let's be honest about it. Like Liverpool had their injuries and all that, but we've made excuses. The players are tired and the players that. Now we're playing a bottom of the league side that have, you know, as poor as they are. The reason they're bottom of the league, there's a reason for that, right? And they've come here today, and realistically deserved a point. And you know, at times looked dangerous on the break, and we weren't good enough. And I have to look at you. You've got to look at the manager and turn around and say, is that acceptable? Now you can keep blaming players as much as you like, right? And I get that, but these are players that Eddie, you know, on Thursday night, two blokes sitting next to me. As soon as they took Lacazette off and put Eddie on, they walked out. I said, "That's it. Come on, let's get the early train." Do you know what I mean? Because they know what's going on. Today we're relying on Eddie to come on, and I'm not having a go at Eddie by what I'm saying this.
There wasn't many options off the bench there at all.
So he's coming on today to get us a goal, right? Where is the other players on the bench? You know, I tell you what, we can throw some players here. I tell you what, we'll throw Balogun on, get him a go. Oh no, he's on loan at Middlesbrough. He's on loan at Middlesbrough, like, you know what I mean? We've gone and got rid of 4 players in this transfer window, and we've at not one stage gone and got somebody in at this moment in time. Now that to me is a piss poor run club that you can look at it from the point of view of where that I can accept it if 2 players get injured in February, but we knew that Partey and El Neni weren't going to be here. It's like a Sunday morning, isn't it? Like, you know, Cecil's coming. He's back from holiday today. We'll give him a bell. See if he can play for us today. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what it's like. You know what I mean? Like, you're at the airport, are you? We'll get someone to pick you up and you play centre midfield today. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right.
And you're putting it heavily on the manager. I want to
I'm
kind
not
of.
putting it just on the
I was
manager.
gonna say, because you got to challenge the players. Yeah, I was gonna say, because
I'm
obviously
putting it
Lacazette had a big opportunity today, and
that ain't Arteta's fault, right? That is not Arteta's fault. Where Smith Rowe runs and does whatever, and then puts it on a plate, open goal, and he misses. You know what I mean? So you can slag off the manager as much as you like and say that he can go and everything here, but ultimately, you know, there's a centre forward that's not scoring goals. This is a centre forward we know that is not signing a contract and whatever because of whatever reason. So we know that. You know, we're going to next. Really, Cecil, we go into next summer without 3 strikers, without Eddie, Aubameyang, and Lacazette, right? You know what I mean? And you know, you're falling out with people. Whether you think it's right or whether it's wrong about Aubameyang, right? You're falling out with people, and we're not scoring goals. We're falling out with midfield players like Guendouzi, Torreira. You know what I mean? I'm certain they could do a little bit better than what I'm seeing out there at this moment in time. So it's the manager. He's not good enough, right? I'm going to say that now. He's not good enough to take us to where we want to go. That's a fact. Whether you like him or whether you don't, he's not good enough. But you know, he's trying his hardest and whatever and that, and he can do it on here and there. So right, if your manager's not quite good enough, you've got to get your recruitment quite good enough. That with Edu, I love Edu as a player. He ain't good enough, right? Don't get me started on the Cronkies. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking to a fella today who's something to do with that American team that he supports. He's put in billions. For the area. He's got Beckham. He's got a new standard. He's got Beckham, the best player in the NFL, or so they tell me. Like all coming to them. Right, and we're now like, you know what I mean, like we're struggling. We're putting Kolasinac on to try and win us an FA Cup tie at Forest. So that's what you say about Cronkies and all that. So like at the end of it, you know, listen, I'm going to say this about Mikel Arteta now. Like, you know, it's all right if you're winning, if you're losing cup ties and dropping out cup ties and you're in 4th place and that's what the goal is, then that's great. But when you lose to teams like Forest, then you get knocked out of Liverpool and now you're sitting in 7th in the league. What's that telling you? He's under pressure. And I'll tell you what, contracts. I want to give him a contract. If that continues, I know what contract I want to give him. And it ain't a new 2-year deal one. I'll tell you that now. Like, you know.
If he gets 4th spot, does it change anything for you?
He ain't getting top 4. We ain't getting top 4 with that set of players. It's as simple as that. I'm going to say this now. That's not Mikel Arteta's fault. I said this the other day. Till you give him the centre forward that he needs, then you'll get more results like this. Because listen, if you have a proper centre forward today, you win 1-0, maybe even 2-0, and you can brush away the crap of the performance because it's about results. And then when you're playing the big teams, you get a goal. But like the last 2 games, Lacazette has had 2 fantastic chances to win us games, right? You know, Liverpool and today. And then I can go back and say, well, Eddie's had 2 fantastic chances at Everton and Nottingham Forest. So it ain't all the manager. It's not all on the manager. Get the recruitment right as well. Get the players in that he wants. Otherwise, it's that. What have we got to look forward to now? I'll tell you what, they've got. You know, they're all packing their sun cream. They're off to Dubai. We've hardly got any games of football to look forward to now over the next month or so. And that's down to poor recruitment, poor management and poor everything.